Turn the love up a little bit louder. Rep the king just a little bit prouder. Putting hope on the radio. See why? Gonna let them know it's the inspirational power hour.
Hey guys, you're listening to the Inspirational Power Hour podcast with your host, Chandra, and I'm super excited that you're here and hanging out for this episode. Now, today, if you know me at all, you know that I absolutely love our guest that we have hanging out with us. He's been in the gospel industry for about 8 years now, burst onto the scene years ago with his very first single, and we've seen him grow over the years and really expand and evolve in his artistry. And guys, I'm talking about none other than Jonathan McReynolds, and we're talking about his latest release, People, as well as the 2020 Stellar Awards, which he hosted the virtual event this year. Also, this season 10 of BET Sunday Best, which he was a judge for this year. So we're talking about how the industry has had to maneuver all through 2020 and COVID and the pandemic and quarantine and everything. All right. As always, make sure that you guys are following online. Make sure to follow on Instagram at Chandra Wise, on Twitter at Chandra Wise, and on Facebook, make sure to like the Inspirational Power Hour fan page. All right. Let's get right into my conversation with Jonathan McReynolds.
It's the inspirational power hour.
Hey guys, you're listening to the Inspirational Power Hour, and today back for the, I don't know, maybe the 100th time in his incredible career. We're talking to he's a friend of the show, he's a brother, he's a songwriter, artist, judge, host, so many other things that I know we're adding to the list, but I'm talking to our dear friend, Jonathan McReynolds. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Jonathan, you've just been everywhere doing everything lately, sir.
You know, again, I'm just trying to do do enough to make my friend down there in Mississippi happy.
Oh, listen. Always been proud of you since day one, and you've just been so consistent. And yeah, we're proud, Jonathan, absolutely proud. But we're here today to talk about your latest album, your latest release, People. We're here to talk about just everything that you've had going on. So let's just kind of jump right into it. You're on the heels of a really busy week. You guys wrapped season 10 of Sunday Best this week, as well as you hosted the Stellar Awards. So let's start with Sunday Best, okay? This season 10, it ended, of course, like nobody could have imagined. Everybody was from a distance. Tell us a little bit about that and the winner and all of that.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to BET and Jesse Collins for finding a way for us to continue to do the show, even, during this weird COVID situation. I think it was weird for everybody, but I think everybody also appreciated, just the innovation that it took to make it happen, the tenacity that it took to make it happen. I think it being a weird season, yielded, just a weird challenges and weird days and weird everything. So, I think that it's just one of those years that, while I'm really excited about the winner and how it all turned out, you just kind of have to be like, well, 2020.
Absolutely. And it had to have added some extra pressure even on the contestants, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that of all the people, it was strangest for them. They didn't get to sing in their normal environment with all of the live band and the audience that kind of feeds them. They had to really sing to a screen or to a little box, to a little circle. And, that takes a lot. It takes a lot of kind of imagining that people are in front of you. It takes you singing to an audience of one. It takes a whole lot that, people aren't necessarily used to. Nobody's used to it. How could we? We've been doing this for a long time, and this year we've had to completely shit everything. So kudos to all the contestants and how they just stuck through it and still managed to connect to people through the screen.
Yeah, and shout out to the winner, Stephanie Summers, for being crowned the season 10 winner of BT Sunday Best. Shout out to her. And even the finalist, Jada Spite. I think everybody did a great job.
Oh yeah, listen, they do better than I would have been able to do. This Sunday Best in general is just full of just these amazing, like almost competition fight level singers, and that's just always been amazing to me. People that can just pick up the mic and go at it, and I'm amazed by all the top 10, all the top 20, and I'm just really excited for a great season.
And speaking of shifting everything and kind of reimagining how we're having to do things, also this year with the Stella Awards, I mean, so those premiered this week on BET. Also, shout out to BET. And you guys had to do that differently. You hosted for the first time. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was me and Corinne and Kirk, and we did this virtual, environment where we were able to do it all in front of a green screen, and they kind of put us in the rooms we needed to be in. And it was really just amazing. I don't think of course I knew that me, Kirk, and Corinne would get along, and we've done tours together, and we've been friends and all that other stuff, but I still underestimated how much chemistry we would have and how much we would enjoy doing it. And man, it was fun, and we walked out of there knowing that we did our part. And so just a really, really fun experience. Hopefully we'll be able to do it again. Hopefully we'll be able to do it live next time. But still, this is a really enjoyable thing, and I think it turned out well.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back with my conversation with Jonathan McReynolds right after these messages.
It's the inspirational power hour. It's the inspirational power hour.
Now let's jump right back into my conversation with gospel recording artist Jonathan McReynolds. And during the show, you had a performance with Molly Music, one of my favorite tracks off of the album, Jonathan. I absolutely love that song, Moving On. And speaking of, let's just kind of jump into it because we've not gotten a chance to talk about your release. This really, you always give us a solid body of work. This one really felt very cohesive and really just like one long story and one long song almost. How did you birth the concept of this release?
Yeah, you know what? I think all the albums I've released so far have been, except for Make Room, they've all been like this like diary journal entry type song where as life goes, I write them and I record them. So, Life Music Stage 2, you're watching a year or two worth of prayers and conversations that I turned into song. And Make Room was a little different because it was live recording. So, you had to save up all those songs and get ready for one night. But this one is back to that normal kind of journal entry thing, except it's probably over a shorter period of time. So it's really concentrated and packed in. Like, this was my life for 6 months. This is what I was thinking about. This is what I was praying about. This is what was going on with me. And so, yeah, it's a very coherent story because it really was my life story. I would say the second half of 2019. So I'm just really honored, really blessed that people have resonated with it in a fresh way. And, yeah, it is absolutely a coherent story. We put a whole music video behind it to show kind of what my mind was thinking over that period of time. And so we just had a really good time with 2020. That is the one bright spot, is that the new music I really enjoy, I'm really proud of, and I hope people check it out.
And Jonathan, you continue to gain supporters and fans from every walk of life. I mean, so many people listen to your music and even other artists. I think it's safe to say that you're absolutely becoming, a singer, a musicians, one of the people that even other creatives look to and are inspired by. That has to make you feel good.
It's crazy. I mean, you know better than anybody that, I walked into this thing very nervously, but also just really green, just really having no idea what it would take and who I would be in it, and how it would affect me and how I would affect it. And so all of this, just, my, one of the ladies at my label, she just wrote out, all that I've released over the past, 8 years. I was just like, whoa, I can't believe I did that much. I can't believe that I've been in here this long. I can't believe that God blessed me and breathed on it this much. I can't believe that people listen to it this much. I can't believe that Chandra plays it this much. I just can't believe that it turned out like this. And there are many times in my life I step back and say, whoa, how did this become my life? And I'm just blessed. I'm really blessed. Sometimes I have to, when we get in the middle of things, we complain. But as soon as you step back out to see what you're complaining about, man, God, you favor me.
Do you ever look back on that first video, Jonathan, the one with you sitting on your bed singing No Grade? I think that was the first one that kind of went viral, right?
Yeah, I wasn't on my bed, was I? I feel like I was in a computer chair. Definitely like my home studio or something, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you ain't got to put me on the bed now.
Okay, okay, we'll take out the bed part. But let me tell you, another thing that I remember also is a video where you were talking to Music. And, I think he was telling you that he listens to your music and you were shocked by that. And one of the things that I remember him saying to you is that you kind of underestimate your reach. And I think you do that sometimes, Jonathan. I don't know if you really know the reach that God has given you and how profound it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Chandra, you have to realize a lot of what we've done, a lot of impact that we've had, me and my team, is not necessarily quantified in the normal gospel ways. Mm-hmm. And so, we out of all this, like, quote unquote impact and reach, we still haven't had even that big song yet. So, I mean, there's just so many things that have left to be done. And there's so many things that, I'm just praying just, on a earthly reward level that maybe me and my team will garner. And so it still feels like we have so much ground to cover, and so much to still prove. I guess that's a delusion that keeps artists like me pursuing and chasing, because there is no feeling like we've already made it yet.
I have absolutely no doubt, Jonathan, that you will. I mean, you still have so much that you're working on. Speaking of your philanthropic efforts, your music, your collaborations with other artists. And so I have no doubt, sir, that it's still yet to come. And we're just going to be here for the ride.
Yes, ma'am. I'll keep me in your prayers. I definitely want to see it through.
Always. Listen, guys, make sure that you check out People. It's available now absolutely everywhere. And also make sure that you check out the visual album. That's a great piece of art as well, Jonathan. So kudos, check it out everywhere. Jonathan, tell everybody how they can follow you, keep up, the website, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you can always go to JonathanMcReynolds.com, Twitter and Instagram at JON McReynolds. Make sure you check out even the Patreon. We have a lot of cool exclusive things over there, behind the scenes stuff, Monday casuals, worship nights, just all that. And so my team, we are a content creating machine. So make sure you go and hang out with us wherever we go.
Jonathan, I absolutely love you and always proud of you, sir.
I love you too. Seriously. Miss you. Great to hear your voice again.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out this week and for checking out this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you had a blast. Make sure to check out Jonathan's latest release, The People EP, such a great body of work, as well as the visual album that's available right now to view on YouTube and on other platforms as well. Make sure that you continue to follow online on Instagram and Twitter at Chandra Wise, and on Facebook, make sure to like the Inspirational Power Hour fan page. As always, stay focused, stay encouraged, stay safe. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.
It's the Inspirational Power Hour.